Hello, everybody at River City Nissan. This is Deanna, your coach with Phone Ninjas, and today I'm going to be reviewing with you your reporting for the month of September. Right now we're sitting at a 1.60, so we really need to try to work on breaking this 3.0. So we saw a dip from last month, and so what I want us to do is really just focus on these inbound scripts, specifically the greeting step, the obtaining contact information step, and the direction step. Now, as you can see here, those are the three big rocks that I've been asking everyone to focus on, and Render did a really nice job focusing on those steps. He was green in all of those, and he has the score there. That's highest on the team. We really want to work towards a 3.0, and Render's working in the right direction. He also set an appointment on that call, so he did a good job there. And he also reviewed all of his calls from last month. Emmy did a nice job setting some appointments. She set two. They showed up. I'm not sure if any purchased the vehicle. She still has a couple videos or a couple calls that she needs to go back and reviewed. But we want to get this appointment setting rate up to at least a 60%. And that would be great if this 60% translated to a higher percentage of sold vehicles out of these phone ups. So those are our goals, to get to a 3.0, focus on those three big rocks: the greeting, contact information step, directions, get to that 60%, and then also let's make sure everyone's reviewing their calls in a timely manner. And in addition to reviewing calls in a timely manner, we want to make sure we're maintaining our certifications as well. So if they score below a certain percentage, it's going to uncertify them. So that's just a reminder to go back and rewatch some of the videos, because these are areas of the script that they still need to work on. And you'll see down here we do have the outbound scripts as well, or the outbound videos, and that's one of the things that I wanted to touch base with your team. So in addition to focusing on those three big rocks with the inbound scripts, we really need y'all to start using the Phone Ninja system to make those outbound calls. We don't have any outbound calls since June, and they're making them, but if they don't use the Phone Ninja system, they're not recorded, and then I can't coach them, and you're paying for that. So we definitely want to make sure the team is doing that. When I talk to them during our one-on-ones, I am reminding them on every one-on-one to use the Phone Ninja system to make outbound calls. So we just need to make sure this is happening, so that you're getting what you're paying for, because this is a service that you pay for. And also we want them to be able to get the feedback, so that the consistency of outbound calls is high with your team, and that they're set up for success to make some real good quality outbound calls. And hopefully a lot of those are prospecting calls, and we want those to lead to actual customers coming into the dealership. I was actually at a dealership getting my air conditioning fixed, and while I was sitting there, I had two phone calls. One because my loan was expiring, and one because I was there for service. And so as I was sitting in the waiting room, I had two people from their BDC call me to see. Well, actually, it was the person who sold me my car called me, and then also someone from the BDC called me to see if I wanted to go test drive a new vehicle while I was there. So those prospecting calls, when they're done strategically, they can be really effective. So we definitely want to make sure that we're making those outbound calls a focus, especially if some of the volume is low. So I know I was talking to some of the sales team, and they were talking about there weren't a lot of calls, not a lot of customers. In that downtime, let's make those outbound calls, and let's use the system to do that, so we can have those. And of course, all the scripts are here. The prospecting type calls down here are some of the ones that we coach, and then there's also the outbound internet lead one that we coach as well, and that's kind of the traditional script that we use. So we definitely want to make sure that we're focusing on that, especially if we have some low call volume. And as you can see here, you could click to outbound. That would show if we had any outbound calls, and we have not. And then we're going to take a look at your mystery shops. From last month, Johnny's doing a great job, 3.86. Really good work. There's just a little bit with the phone quality and a little bit with the email quality, but overall he's doing a nice job. He just has one more that he has to review. Let's see. Now we're going to take a look at some more of your reports. So right now, out of our, actually that's not what I wanted to look at. Let's go back to reports. I want to take a look and see where you rank out of the 236 dealerships that we're coaching this previous month. You guys are ranked number 215, so 1.60. So what we want to do is really work on getting you guys up here to a 3.0. That's kind of an average. It's kind of an average call and an average score, and that would put you in our top 100. So we just want to continue to work on that. And of course, we do have our top 4 dealership contest. So every month we take our top 4 dealerships, put them into a drawing, and at the end of the year we pick a name from the hat. That dealership wins a trip to Hawaii. And we also have the perfect score contest. So every time someone gets a perfect score, their name gets put into a hat. And at the end of the quarter, we pick a name from the hat, and that individual will win a trip to Hawaii, all paid for by Phone Ninjas. The next thing I wanted to take a look at is the customer hold time. Your hold time is really good. It's a 30-second hold time. One thing that we can do, if you're interested, is we can coach your operators. Your operators do a really good job, actually. I talk to them often when I'm doing one-on-ones. They do a nice job, and your team, man, they jump on those calls when the operator puts the call out there for a sales call. They jump right on it. So 30-second hold time is not bad, but if you want us to coach your operators, we're happy to do that. We would just need their names and emails, and then basically we just, at the beginning of every call, would coach the operator, and the operator would get that email as well, and it's no additional charge. It's just something that we would add on. Your operators do a good job, and if you want to add them to the coaching, we're happy to do that. And of course, my contact information is here at the top of the screen if you have any questions, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week.